Hi there, I'm an Ultimate Iron Man. Sort of. I've divided the RuneScape map into 18 regions, all with their own custom-built task system. These tasks provide rewards to me, such as XP and supplies. Every week, I will randomly select one of these regions and I will be locked to it for 9 hours. Once up, my inventory and ward equipment will be wiped. My bank will be operating on a store-only basis, which means I can never take items out of it. I have compiled a list of RuneScape bosses, and the goal of this series is to kill all of them at least once. With every boss killed for the first time, I'm awarded either the choice of an additional region every week, or the ability to carry over one inventory slot every single week. Lastly, all of this content will be streamed live at twitch.tv/MrFrogRS, so be sure to join in. If you need any more information, make sure you check out the description, or just leave a comment. Without further ado, I bring you Regional Rumble! So stupid. But with all that intense action wrapped up, we are going to go ahead and spin ourselves 4 new regions for another week of Regional Rumble. Alright, okay, I honestly don't know how to feel about these next regions. I'm still reeling from the adrenaline that I got from that death. But anyway, we're going to wrap it up here, and I'll see you guys again next week for another episode of Regional Rumble. Hello and welcome to another episode of Regional Rumble. This week we've got quite a few good regions, but I'm starting in Northern Koren just for a few little things. The first one of those is I just want to get a little bit of silk so we can make a little bit of extra money. We haven't got the greatest money-making methods in these regions, and even though we do have a coffer in Fremennik, I believe it's empty from when I did the MTA grind, so I'm not too hopeful with that. There are also bats just east of me, near the magic shop, which I need for a Slayer task, so I'll be able to do that as well. And then we'll be spending most of our time in Mauritania. So I'm going to go ahead, and we are going to start the timer right now. We are going to steal about 20 silk, basically fill up the inventory. Actually, I could just do this and get a few more. And then with this, we will be able to set it off. We get like nearly 2,000 coins, I think. Or is it? No, it's like 1.4 thousand. Either way, we'll get ourselves some more GP, and it's no harm done because I'm going to be killing bats right over there anyway. Hopefully, this gives me enough time to let the cooldown to sell back to the Silk Merchant, but if not, then that's problematic. Oh, there we go, we're done. I mean, that was really quick. I'm kind of concerned I don't have the cooldown to sell the Silk, so we are going to go and check. If not... I don't really know. I didn't plan this far ahead. I figured it would take long enough to get the cooldown, but that took me about 5 minutes to do, and I think the cooldown is 10 minutes. So we might be in a bit of a pickle here. Alright, yeah, the cooldown wasn't done, and I don't think it's anywhere near done, so I might have to just scrap this idea, because I'm going to be spending a lot of time in Mauritania, and that is a very, very long way away from where I am now. So I don't think I'm going to be coming back here anytime shortly, where I should just carry the silk, and it is only like 1,000 coins. We do have 12k on us. I was just hoping to get a little bit extra cash, so I think I might drop these and just consider that a bit of a waste of time. I mean, I guess I'll take this for money. I was about to record the clip of us getting a Slayer task, but I suppose we could do this round real quick. Right, Molly, what is my reward for catching your evil twin? 3 noted uncut sapphires. Probably the worst thing she could have given me. But anyway, let's go ahead and get ourselves a Slayer assignment. What are we going to get? Earth Warriors. That's an annoying one. I only know one place where you can kill them, and that's in the wilderness. And we don't have the region for this, so that kind of sucks. I was hoping it'd give me something that was in the Slayer Tower or something convenient, but no, we got Earth Warriors. Oh well. Alright, change of plans. I'm going to skip this task for 2 reasons. First of all, it's an annoying task. It can only be done in one region. And the second region is, second reason, sorry, is that it's in the wilderness. I'm not too keen on having to go to the wilderness for things, especially just 62 Earth Warriors. So we're going to go ahead and cancel this task. I'm not going to block it because at the higher levels, you can't even get assigned it, so it's just a waste of a block. So we're going to go ahead, cancel this task, and we're going to get ourselves a new one. What are you going to give me? Calphites. That's also kind of annoying because it can only be done in the desert, but at least I don't have to go in the wilderness for this one. And it's a super easy task to do, so do you know what? I'll keep that one. Alright then, next up, and the main objectives for this episode is to do some quests. There are two main quests that I want to get done this week, which are Rumdeal and Cabin Fever, and that is going to give us access to Mostly Harmless, and of course access to Cave Horrors. Now naturally I can't kill them yet, I do not have the Slayer level to do so, but in the future when we get around to it, we will be able to get ourselves a Black Mask, so that's huge. I did say before that we needed Zoga Flesh Eaters, and obviously we got the Feldup region, and we managed to get that one ticked off. That is a huge one to get done. We are also going to need to start RFD at some point, whenever we get lucky enough to get the right regions for the supplies to start it. And then we need to do the Freeing Pirate Pete section so that we can do the Great Brain Robbery as well. So I'm going to head over and start Rumdeal, and then we'll move on to Cabin Fever, and we'll get these two quests done. Making a deal with zombies. Groovy. We just got ourselves the Holy Wrench, which I completely forgot was in this quest, but it's going to be super helpful. We're doing things like barrows, the fight caves, all of that, because we do get extra prayer points from it. We are not going to be attempting the fight caves this week. Obviously, you saw how it went last time, and we have even worse gear this time. So, just to preface, I'm not doing it. Quick pit stop to grab ourselves some Slayer gloves, because I completely forgot about them. And back we go. Just completed ourselves a medium task in the Mauritania area, apparently, and that's going to be the last part of the quest. So, let's go and finish this off. We'll add the Fever Spider body, and that should complete Rumdeal. We're going to move on to Cabin Fever right after this. That is another quest that doesn't really require any items, so that is absolutely wonderful for this account. We can go and smash that out, and then Mostly Harmless will be unlocked. There we go, that's Rumdeal completed. Wonderful. It's time to move on to Cabin Fever. Do we get any levels from that? 46 farming. Very nearly got a fishing level as well. I'll take the prayer XP as well. Pretty cool. And we got ourselves a Holy Wrench. Nice. There we go. Cabin Fever completed. Got ourselves 7,000 smithing, crafting, and agility XP, and a little bit of piracy, which means we can talk to people on this island. It feels very pointless. Oh, 64 agility. We'll take that. It feels very pointless to have the Book of Piracy in general, because you get it when you unlock this island anyway. It's not like you unlock Mostly Harmless and then the Book of Piracy. It's all at the same time. But anyway, we need to find Bill Teach because he has got another reward for us, and I'm not quite sure what that is. Oh, it's GP. Take it. I don't know how much he gave me. I wasn't paying attention to my cash stack. I think it was like 10k or something. So we'll take that. Very nice. That's 2 quests done. I'm contemplating attempting a Taste of Hope this week. Now, we're going to need a few items that I'm going to have to look into getting. I've got to get a knife, but that's pretty easy. I can get that from a charter ship. Having a look at the list of items that we need, we also need an emerald. Shouldn't be too hard. I believe we can buy one in Northern Kourend at the gem seller. We need a chisel. That should be super easy to get as well. And then we also have to get a cosmic rune alongside some air runes. Again, air runes Northern Kourend, but the cosmic rune we'll have to kill something for, so we can cast Emerald Enchant for the quest as well. Apparently we need a knife or a sickle. I don't think I can get a sickle, so I'm really hoping I don't need that. Like I said, the knife I can get from charter ships, so that should be super easy. If we need a sickle, then we're going to have to abandon this quest, because I'm almost certain there is no way for me to get one. Alright, so maybe not be the most optimal way of doing it, but I want to get some combat XP while I'm at it. So what we're going to do is go ahead and get ourselves some earmuffs, and then we're going to go and kill banshees for a little while. We should be able to get ourselves some air runes and cosmic runes from them, as well as maybe some herbs. I don't know, maybe I need them, maybe I don't, but we will be able to get ourselves the cosmic rune from them, and also probably get ourselves a strength level since we've got 656 XP to go. At some point during this week, I am going to be training agility again. I want to get myself 55 marks of grace, because that will allow us to buy the graceful top when we next get the Trolllands, and we can finish the graceful set without ever having to worry about it again. Also, getting ourselves agility levels, I mean, we just got 64 from that quest, but getting ourselves more agility levels up to 67 will allow us to kill Salarin the Twisted whenever we get the Feldups again. So we do need 67 agility, and we are going to need 70 eventually to do Sara God Wars, so I might as well work on it when I can. And there we go, that is going to be the strength level at 72. Very, very nice. We're at 88 combat now. Gonna just basically power through strength. Probably to 99, I don't know. It really depends on what we end up getting, but I don't think there's any weapons higher than 70 attack that we're going to have anytime soon, and the same for defense. So I think 70, and then just train this first, and then move on to attack. It's probably the best way to do this. Oh, got ourselves some air runes. That's going to be helpful for the Enchanting Emerald later on. And then we have ourselves the Cosmic Rune. That should just about wrap us up at Banshees. Alright, we are just getting ourselves the final items required for this quest. I've still got random bits on me. I should probably just store the farming equipment with the leprechaun. We need to get ourselves a knife and a chisel, which I'm going to grab from the charters in Port Phasmatus. But I think apart from that, we have absolutely everything we need. We went and bought... Actually, get rid of that. We went and bought ourselves an emerald from Northern Kourend. I also went over to the general store over there that sells Eyes of Newt and Vials of Water, and we made ourselves some super attack potions with the irits that we had. I do have a Tarim in here. Unfortunately, I didn't get a Qualm. I've considered that it's probably not worth making into a strength potion. If it was a super strength, I probably would have done, but I don't really want to give up the inventory space right now. So we are going to just ditch all of this, get ourselves the rest of the items, and we'll go ahead and start a Taste of Hope. This could be interesting. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to complete this quest, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. Right, let's very ambitiously start this quest. I don't have any food on me, so when it comes to the combat portions, we're going to have to digress briefly and get ourselves some food, but hopefully for now, we can just do some progression, and we'll get this quest started. If I get it stuck on a corner or something. Right, what's the game plan here? I can get it stuck. So could I get it stuck here and he'll kill it? I don't know if he does any damage. I'm going to figure this out. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Right, does he hit anything? Can he die? This is the real question. Does this work? This is how we do it, boys. Cheese every single boss in the game. Got him! Yeah! I'm not sure the game was intended to be done like that, but it's fine. We'll just cheese every single boss. Who cares? Boss defeated. Now we're going to have to make sure that we're way more prepared for the next one, because I definitely cannot cheese that one. Alright, so we are at the point in the quest where you fight... honestly, is it Ranis Dragon, I think? It's a pretty hard fight, and we are very under-equipped, so the plan is to get ourselves some supplies. Now, we are currently in Karamja because I'm going to kill some tribesmen, and the reason for that is because they can drop snake grass, limpet roots, and on rare occasions, some herbs as well. I'm pretty sure I have Ranarrs planted in Morytania, so that would allow us to get some prayer potions. We can also grab ourselves the Holy Wrench. I did drop it because I wasn't planning on using it, and then I realized that I probably will do. But we can always go get it back anyway by going to Brain Death Island, I believe. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. If we can get ourselves a Qualm as well, we'll be able to have super attack and super strength, which will be amazing. Anything else I can manage to get is going to be also really good. We can get ourselves decent food in Karamja, so I'm looking pretty hopeful to this. Obviously, I'm going to need a decent amount of prayer potions, but we'll be working on that as time goes. So I'm going to go ahead and farm up some snake grass, possibly some random herbs here as well. If we can get a Qualm, that'll be amazing, but they're like 1 in 350, so I'm not going to get too hopeful. But we'll see what we can get from this. I mean, we had a perfect plan on how to get a Qualm. Fever spiders drop them very commonly, but I guess I'll just get the super rare drop from the tribesmen instead. No worries. We also... I realised that, well, people told me, I realised that there are Chaos Druids in Morytania, so I can kill them for Ranarrs as well. Although I do think I have some planted, but just to top it off, we will be doing them as well. We're going to get 8 3-dose potions, which obviously I'm going to combine to make 6 4-dose. We're going to try and get ourselves a super strength. We'll have a super attack as well, and we'll get the food from Karamja. That'll be our full setup to take on the boss. Hopefully this works. Also, I think I've got enough now, actually. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. I've got enough. I don't know why I'm killing this one. But yeah, hopefully this works. If it doesn't, then we'll probably give up on the quest, because this is going to be full-out best attempt that I can do this week. In the future, maybe I'll have, like, Void or something, a better gear to fight with, so that'll improve my chances, but we'll see how this goes. So we had ourselves a medium clue, and I actually managed to complete the first 2 steps. Unfortunately, this one is the Squire in Falador. What a shame. So I got myself some runes and switch spellbooks, so we would be able to cast Reanimate on the druid heads we get here for some extra prayer experience. And oh, there's a cheeky little Ranarr we're going to need. Got ourselves another Qualm. Now we'll be able to make a 4-dose for the Taste of Hope boss fight. And another Qualm for good measure. Why not? That's going to be our last Ranarr we need for the prayer potions. Just going to finish this kill and we'll get ourselves fully prepared for the fight. Alright, that's going to just about set us up for the final boss of A Taste of Hope. This is the gear setup we've got. Obviously, we're going to be using the flail. I mean, it's not too bad. We've got 16 cram ones, 6 prayer potions, a super attack, and a super strength that we managed to collect up. I'm basically going to camp res for most of the fight. I think we can do this. I mean, looking at the wiki, it says the recommended is like 75 combat, and I'm 13 levels above that. Admittedly, I've got awful gear, so maybe I should look back at that a little bit, but I think we're okay here. Alright, it is time for this. Kind of nervous. This is going to be my one good attempt. I suppose I might have time to re-gear for another one if we fail. It would depend how close it is as to whether I bother. But it's time to start this fight. There we go. Just unlucky. Fair enough. Get wrecked, kid. Ooh, the Dragon's Medallion. That's huge. That is a teleport. Always love that. And quest complete. There we go. Taste of Hope is completed. We get ourselves the Tome of XP. Can I put this on anything? Oh, I can put it on anything. I think I should put on Slayer, just because Slayer is so inconvenient to train, and it's really going to be handy later on when it comes to the Slayer bosses, so... What level do you have to be to use the 35? Okay, so decent amount of XP then, I'm assuming. Maybe you get 49 here. Do we? How many times do we get to use it? Okay. 2. And 3. That is going to be 49 Slayer. Cool. It's also going to push us closer to being able to kill Cave Horrors and get ourselves a Black Mask, which is another thing that I'm really, really looking forward to. Alright, well, with those quests done, the next thing we're going to do is just train some agility, and obviously the reason for that is because A, we want closer to 67 agility, and B, I'd like to get 55 Marks of Grace so we can finish off the Graceful set next time we get the chance. So I think the plan for this week is just to get 55 Marks of Grace. I'm not going to worry about training agility too much more, because obviously I can use an agility potion to get the final boost to go and take on Saturn the Twisted when it comes around to it, so I'm not too desperate to train that too much. I just want the Graceful for now. The final mark! We're just about to get it. 54 out of 55. Let's go ahead, we'll grab that. I will finish this lap because it feels like a waste not to, but that is 55 Marks of Grace. That will be enough to get ourselves the Graceful Top, the final piece of the outfit. Obviously, we do not have Troll Lands this week, so I cannot get it right now, but I'll be carrying this over every week until we get Troll Lands, then we'll buy ourselves the Graceful Top, and then as soon as we can store it in the house, bam, we have a full set of Graceful. So that is all sorted. We finished up with 65 Agility, which means I'll still need to boost if I want to kill Salarin the Twisted. Shouldn't be too bad though. Agility potions aren't too hard to get hold of, so I'm not too worried about that. But for now, I think what I'm going to do, we've got 51 minutes left. I'm actually just going to head over to Northern Kourend. Probably going to use Tithe Farm and then run up. Actually, no, I think Pest Control might be slightly faster. Anyway, I'm going to head over to Northern Kourend. We're going to go through the Catacombs and then use the shortcut in the Catacombs to get to the Forthos dungeon. And then we're probably going to kill Temple Spiders for the next 50 minutes. I was going to use ranged. I was going to make some knives, but I figured I haven't got that much time left. I've also got super strength and super attack. So I'm probably going to do melee, and I'm going to use up these prayer potions as well. The main reason I want to do this is because they drop decent amounts of money. I want to stack up some GP and store it into the Blast Furnace so that next time we get Fremennik, we will have some money to use, because I've basically depleted all of my savings, is the best way to put it. So I kind of want to restock the GP we have. There we go. Right, do we get a decent drop from that? No, we don't. Right. So, we've been killing Temple Spiders for a while. We got 3 minutes left. I do want to store the coins in the Blast Furnace, which I'll be doing very shortly. But for the time being, we are going to quickly run over here and try and use these pages on the books. And then we'll get rid of them, because you can always get them back with the pages in, as you guys would know from the Overzealous series. And then I'll teleport straight up to Blast Furnace. I'm already on a Blast Furnace world, which I'm pretty sure I need to be to use the coffers, or at least to store in the coffers. I think you can take stuff out of the coffers without being on a Blast Furnace world, but you can't put them in, which is kind of weird. That goes in there, that goes in there. There are no more missing pages? Oh. Right, I've already done it. Never mind then. Okay, well, I don't remember doing this. Whatever. Forget about it. We're going to teleport up to Blast Furnace now. Still got ages left, or like way more time than I need. But you know what? I don't want to risk it. We're going to go straight to the Blast Furnace. We're going to store the money, and then we'll just end off the week, I suppose. Let's go. Alright, so all the money is stored. I've hopped world, so it's not taking my money out. Apparently, we already had like 100,000 coins in there. I don't remember putting them in there, but either way, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is going to be the timer up. I did have an extra minute, but there was nothing I could really do with that minute, so I was just glad to have the money stored safely. With the end of this week, we are going to be carrying over the top 8 items in my inventory. That is the Brimstone Key, the Bar Crawl card, the 55 Marks of Grace, the Helm of Natis Knot, Rune Boots, Dragon Longsword, Red Dead Body, and the Dragon Defender. With that week over, it is time to move on to another week. We're looking hopeful. We've got ourselves the Marks of Grace to get the Graceful, and we've also got ourselves some agility levels so we can take on Sailor and the Twisted if we get lucky. So let's go ahead and spin ourselves 4 new regions for another week of Regional Rumble. Alright, you know what? All things considered, I'm actually pretty happy with those regions. Got some production next week, so we'll move on to another week of Regional Rumble.